Well, hey, I'm BradSugars. Welcome to the Apprentice Billionaire. Today I'm joined by the Tillets girls. Hey, girls, how you doing?
Hello.
Grace and Nancy, and they're the superstar millennials backing behind the Tillets clothing business in the UK. Well done, girls.
Thank you. I like the superstar introduction.
I can introduce you any way you go. That's the way it is. So now, by the way, the girls got a normal retail business. Mom's part of the business. They've come in as directors and revolutionized the online side of the business. And by the way, if you haven't seen them on Facebook, you haven't seen Facebook.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Check us out. Yeah.
But it's actually funny because all of the Apprentice Billionaires, all the millennials who watch this show and listen to our podcast, they're not actually your target audience in any way, shape, or form.
No.
So you've revolutionized selling to older women with a young people's model.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and what the thing with that is actually trying to train the older folk in the millennial way of working, isn't it? And it's not necessarily older folk, but it's a completely mindset change for them.
So hang on, let's go back to the beginning. Normal retail business, selling women's clothes, ladies 35, 65, that type of thing. In the beginning, nothing done online.
No.
Today, you're what percentage online?
80.
80% online. Can you believe that? Now you haven't reduced the sales in the stores. You've actually increased the sales in the stores. But you got 80% on. Tell us the story. Give us some ideas. What did you do?
What did we do? Facebook, social media, everything's social. What we're doing now is social, isn't it?
Yeah.
Social media is the thing, and that's where we started. But again, you started by dipping your toe in the water.
It was a slow burner.
It was
when we started, it wasn't start and go, we get everything. Sometimes we'd go, why are we wasting our time?
When you're
And
building
spend our money
content,
doing
though,
this?
when you're content marketing and social marketing, in the beginning, it feels like nothing's happening. Same as investing, same as, weight loss, same as fitness.
Exactly, weight loss, fitness.
Yeah.
It was like pulling teeth, and if you're going to go for the millennials, it was unbearable at times. But it was.
You guys wanted results yesterday, and your mom's probably going, this is great, we're moving so fast.
Yeah, I'm going, no, we can move faster, it's going to work, it must work. But I remember out in the early days, Facebook had gone great, and we said, right, let's go for the online thing. And I remember saying, right, we're going to stick to it solidly for a year with a website. Right. Because you'd put something on, you only did 2 or 3 sales, and we're like, oh, for God's sake, people shout and scream how fabulous the internet is. But not everybody does it overnight, do they?
Well, none of it's overnight on the internet.
No.
You can't possibly. It's like even building a podcast. Until you've got 50 or 100 of them recorded, you're not going to get traction.
You can't just open the website and expect people to go to it straight away.
So now, today, you've got like 7,000 VIP members on your Facebook group.
Got over 67,000 likers on our Facebook page.
And your average podcast, because gang, you got to see this stuff.
You
so
must see it. You've got to see it.
they're mom dresses, and so it's twice a week now. You do a live show on Facebook and Insta now. So you've started pushing Insta.
Yeah.
Obviously, the rest are coming Pinterest, and all of the rest are on their way. Okay, so you take a business that didn't exist, online sales for your business, turn it into multi-millions of pounds per annum by having fun in front of a camera.
Literally having fun. And you know what the thing is? People sometimes think it's doctored and it's fake. And it's genuinely not. Sometimes you have the worst day at work ever and you think, oh, bloody hell, it's 7 o'clock and we've got to go live. The minute that camera turns on, you just change into a different person, and it's really great fun.
We've had times where Mum's gone and got changed, and she's come out and she's got what she's on backwards.
Wrong dress. But it's great.
I absolutely love it.
Because it's
We
real.
love it, yeah.
You're not portraying a fake, especially with our demographic and everything we do. Social media is about being real.
Yeah.
I think there's that much of it about not.
That is massive. It is. It's about being you.
Yeah.
It's not about fake. It's not about trying to be...
Trying to be something you're not.
Oh, my God.
People you're not.
The number of times I see people out there like, well, I'm going to be the next Gary V. Gary V's Gary V. Don't be Gary V. Be you. All right?
Yourself. And I think that's probably where we've hit the niche. And anybody could. But just be yourself. Don't try and flower yourself up for something you're not. Because after 2 or 3 podcasts, 2 or 3 videos, people will see straight through it.
And it makes people feel good because they go, well,
they're
I've done
normal.
things like that before. Or, oh, God, she seems really relatable. And they go, oh.
So I love it that your dog has become famous.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's so famous. Nutty.
we should start an Insta page for Nutty. I mean, it's like...
it's brilliant. It's just small things like that kind of add on to the brand, add on. So you go on, you see birthdays, the bits and bobs going on, holidays you're doing, the dog comes in, but that's all great.
Now, there's a few great things, by the way, that they do that is not just fun on social media. You got to remember that your customer service, the wrapping of the product, everything, the shipping.
We're selling the experience.
It's the Tillets experience. It's not just Tillets. It's you get it in a nice bag, but you're not paying a fortune for it. It's everything involved with, if you call us up, we can't do enough for you, we seem helpful. It's all portraying that lovely, they feel better for coming to you because you can't do enough for
Well, today is experiential world.
Yeah.
If it's not an experience, if I'm not going to Insta it, face it, tweet it,
it's not worthwhile.
It's not happening. If someone doesn't snap that it happened, it didn't happen.
No, and that's the thing with the internet. People tend to think, great, I'm going to open a website, I'm going to sell a load of gear. Job done easy. It's not.
Yeah.
You've got to create the experience.
But that's
on
like
the
putting
website.
okay, I'm opening a store in the middle of the desert. I'm going to sell a whole bunch. No, you've got to get your store out there.
Yeah.
Every video you do is another billboard. Every tweet you put out, every photograph, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing I want to talk about, something that you guys have a lot of fun with, is your pass the parcel idea.
Oh, great.
You guys, I mean, this is, you stole it off someone. No, we market researched it.
Yeah. Mentioning no names.
Now tell us how you do this. You go live.
We go live. Don't ask me the total technicals because that's not my job. But we've got a super great technical person who sits at work, and we actually go live. But we slide in ready-made slides into this pass the parcel. So it flicks through, and all our ladies comment pass the typical children's party pass the parcel pass, and they tag a friend.
So they got to write pass
and tag a friend.
Now they can do this.
50
They can do it
times.
50
We can do
Right.
it how many people to one.
Yeah.
And then eventually, at some point, our technical guy will slide in the prize that's won. So it will keep coming up.
So whoever wrote pass
At
and
that
tagged
point,
someone last gets the prize.
And then they quickly go, oh, BradSugars, well done, you won. And up on the page.
And so then they keep going.
BradSugars has just won whatever he's won.
Keep going to
keep
be
going,
the next
keep
pass.
Going and keep going. So we might say, pass the parcel today contains 10 prizes. Next time might contain 6, could be 20. We could have a mammoth one and do it for 5 hours and have it 100.
So now, by the way, they told me one beforehand. For Halloween, they did a trick or treat, and the trick was they won an autograph.
Signed photo. Mel.
Their mum's signed photograph. Good job, Mel. That was fantastic. Now, on top of that, you girls, one of the big things in your business is buying. Obviously,
Yes.
knowing what to buy, how to buy it.
Yeah.
They also run a great strategy called the sold out strategy.
Yeah.
Buy it now or it's gone.
Yeah.
Now, we know this is both a negative and a positive, but it works online.
It does. It kind of happened by mistake at first, didn't
It's
it?
we always say it's a good problem to have, but a bad problem at the same time. It's a great problem because, like I say, it works online. You've got a product that's going really well. It's sold out within 10 minutes, let's say, because you only have this amount of them. And you're like, oh, great. Everyone knows to buy things quickly.
But you're never going to build it. You're never going
But
to
then, you're like,
that.
damn, I wish we had another 400 of those. We could have sold all of them.
If you can manage it well, you can do it tactfully and you can do a great job of it. But it did happen by mistake at first because we didn't realise what we were doing was a fab thing. It's not until you really start to analyse and knuckle down at what you're doing, you think, we've got something good here.
Yeah.
So it kind of happened by mistake, but you just got to run with it.
But the speed with which you've built a multi-million pound business by using social media, online, website, great store online as well. But not only that, I want you to tell me, people fly from all over the UK to come to the store.
They do. Yeah. And if we didn't document this, if we didn't blog this, we didn't video it, we didn't picture it, I genuinely do not think people believe the stories.
happened.
We have had them from top to bottom of the country. We had a lady organise, and this is not even us. This lady's doing the marketing for us.
This was a customer organised this.
7,000 ladies on this VIP group. 12 of them come from top to bottom, side to side of the country. We took them out for lunch. They came shopping. They came 5, 6, 7 hours on a train one day. Didn't talk about it. She come from Edinburgh.
So hang on, there's the next thing. Tillets travel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
come to the store. Do you want to do a VIP weekend at the store or stuff like that? There's all.
They've flown in from Northern Ireland. We did a competition to come to the store, so we paid for all the travel, come to the store, we put them in a hotel.
But now you live this when people come to the store. You go live straight away.
And these 12 women thought they were super mega stars. With like ladies.
But hang on, you're getting hundreds of thousands of people watching some of these shows.
Yeah.
Well, after when they came and Mum had gone live on Facebook, these ladies now post photos of themselves on the VIP page. All the other women know they are.
Yeah, they're celebrities on the VIP
So they're
page.
posting pictures of themselves in a certain top, and you'll sell that certain top because they're wearing it, because they are known on that page.
Wow. Wow, that's hilarious.
They're almost celebrities within that area.
You've got to recognise that, harness it, and do more of it. Some things do happen by mistake in business. Not mistake, but happen for the positive. And you think,
purely accidental. Like someone becomes a raving fan, they're an advocate of the business, and boom, it's like, okay, I've got a raving fan, I may as well take advantage of this.
And let's go with
not play it down. I mean, share it, push it out there.
It could be better.
Yeah.
So, too many people. So, let's go back to this simple thing. People your age, when you chat to your friends your age, you're running a multi-million-pound business, do they go, wow, or do they go, huh?
Don't get it.
They don't get it?
Don't get it. Don't get it.
They couldn't take you less seriously if you tried.
Do not get it at all.
The Apprentice Billionaires on this podcast get it, right?
Because otherwise we'd be watching it.
Yeah, they're watching this because they're like young and they want to be same as you girls. Having millions of pounds a year coming through and doing that sort of stuff. I mean, that's what these people, average person doesn't get it, won't get it, is not going to get it. So here's the lesson from that. Don't try and teach a pig to sing. It annoys the pig and it wastes your time. All right?
I was just going to say, don't try and educate him because you're going to waste your time and frustrate yourself more.
Just be a role model.
Yeah, be a role model. Stick with your dreams and goals. I dare say in years to come, they'll think, bloody hell, we should have taken him more seriously.
How many people told you couldn't do it?
Oh, loads.
Loads
of people.
What are you faffing about seriously? I never think. I'm not trying to convince you to take me seriously. Don't take me seriously because one day you will. So,
and it's funny, I was watching one of your drive times the other day, and this was when I was back in the UK actually, about don't be bothered about what people think.
Oh yeah, what other people think of me is none of my business.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a massive thing for millennials, I think, because of the social media age.
We care.
Oh, they care more about how many likes they get than how much money they just put in the bank account. It's like, did I get more likes? Shut up about your likes. No one cares. But it's even like your show in the beginning. It wasn't about how many likes you got or how many of this.
No.
It's we're building something. We know we're building. It's going to take time. We got to put in the time and energy.
The consistency is absolutely key with it.
The only marketing that works is consistent marketing. I harp on this all the time about how we get the real results.
We release a schedule of when we are doing our videos.
Yeah,
so we
to
say,
women.
this day, this time.
Now, hang on. You're here in Vegas for a week, learning, of course, because millennials keep learning. Not just school. All of the outside of school stuff. I've written 16 books. Keep reading them. Now, I never miss a chance to make sales. All right, always be selling. Always be selling. But here's the interesting point behind it. You've now got your team back at home, running the business.
Yes.
You're here for a week.
Yeah.
They're running the business.
Yeah.
You just had your wedding.
Out of it for that.
Yeah.
How do you make that happen?
Honeymoon.
I just think it's all the work that's gone on behind the scenes. We have a couple of... Now, let's be honest. No one's going to be as good as yourself. No one's going to be as good as Mel.
Oh, thanks for that.
But that's how you trust yourself, isn't it? That's how everybody thinks. No one's as good as you. No one can do the job as good as you. No one will be as good as Mel in front of the camera. She's done it. She's learnt it. She's just ace at it. She's great.
That's Mum, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, Mel, Mum.
Yep.
Kind of with the business thing. But we have got a couple of key ladies at work who are great size, great personality in front of the camera. If you've not got a personality that can come across great in front of a camera, there's no point.
But even all the other jobs in the business, like you've hired good people.
Yeah, that is the key.
I mean, I think I'm going to promote you a bit here, Brad. But the key point of that
Thanks, Nancy.
was actually taking on the business coaches for business in the start place, because that took us from actually was running around like crazy heads, doing everything ourselves, to going.
Actually,
we need to build a system, we need to build a team, all that stuff. Your coach, John, is the driest old fella that there is, and he's like, you got to get this, you got to get this. And having structure does help.
Having the key people in for the key reporting, the key communication, the key this, the key that makes life a lot easier. You know?
I remember watching that movie, The Intern, and it's about the young one with the clothing business and brings in the old guy as the intern. And it's like, sometimes us grey hairs actually know what we're talking about. Sometimes.
And I think that's what works with us, though.
Yeah.
We've got the mixture, with Mum being the age, even John with a coach, seeing him a week, we always have breakfast. So that's a large part of it. So I do think their age and our age, across the middle, balances out.
Sometimes they can pull us back to saying slow down.
Yeah.
And we can.
And sometimes they have to.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to. I think it's important to understand that there's no negative of, like, okay, they're a bit slower. Is that a negative? Not really, because certain times you need to slow down. Other times you need to be faster. And that mix within an organisation, within a company is a very good thing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the millennials that I know and have coached and mentored over the years, and it's just like, they're like, I'm the one saying slow down. In my business, I'm the one with all my team going, come on, hurry it up. It's like, so I think the mix is a good thing.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so couple of last pieces of advice. Millennials who want to do what you're doing, who want to go into business for themselves, or they're already in business for themselves, what are some of the things that you'd say, these are the things that have made us successful?
Learning. It's got to be learning. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a master's educational person. I'm not down doing it. But I went to school, did what I did, and I went out and got a job straight away. I think if you're in that entrepreneurial manner, you are. And I think if you've got that, that'll never die. And do not let people put you down on that. Because they go, oh, no, you should be doing this, should be doing that. Keep it steady. Don't... If you know something and you've got something that's going to work, stick with it, run with it, and do not let people put that flame, that entrepreneurial flame out. Because there's too many people, like we've said, that they'll don't listen to anyone.
Well, you know, we're here in America doing this. I'm from Australia. You're from England.
Yeah.
Oh my God, England! I just want to beat them to death. Sometimes they want to push you down. I'm from convict country. Everyone wants to hold you down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like crazy that way. Nance, what are your thoughts?
I just think you've got to keep a clear end in sight. Keep a clear goal of where you want to go, and go for it. You're gonna get pushed aside. You're gonna have people that think you're never gonna get there, but actually, if you just keep it in sight. Don't get taken off track.
Stick with it. Things are going to go up and down. Things are going to go wrong. But you've got to keep
it as simple as you can. Don't confuse yourself by saying, she said that, he said that. It doesn't matter.
The biggest challenge I see for young people in business is backing themselves.
Yes.
Actually doing that, because they take on all these other opinions and it's like, listen. When I was young, because I started Action Coach when I was early 20s, and, you know, here I am, this tall, skinny, geeky kid getting up on stage saying, I can teach you how to be a successful business owner. And I still remember one of the greatest men who ever helped me out in the beginning, Barry Gordon, seeing me go up on stage thinking, what is this tall, skinny kid going to teach me? And I was just like, but... If I can be blunt, I had both the ignorance and the arrogance to just back me. You know, it was stupid enough to not know any better, and smart enough to know that, hey, I've achieved everything I set my mind to before. Let's do it. Hey,
boring age is a number, but the people that do take you seriously at a young age, stick with them, because they're the right ones, not the ones that are knocking you or saying you can't do it.
Excellent.
That's a vital thing.
That's us, Apprentice Billionaires, the Tillett girls, crushing it out there in the UK. Stay with us on the Apprentice Billionaire. See you next week for the next podcast. Bye for now.